Can the Supreme Court declare an act of Congress unconstitutional? To find out, you have to read Marbury versus Madison. But it's 22 pages. Don't have time for that? I've got you covered. This is TLDR, where I cover New York Court of Appeals cases in 5 minutes or less. But this is part of a special series I'm doing on landmark cases. This is the episode on the case of Marbury versus Madison, with the citation of 5 U.S. 1 Cranch 137, published by the United States Supreme Court on February 24th, 1803. The issue in this case is judicial review and the extent of power of the United States Supreme Court. To fully appreciate this case, we need to understand two things: writs of mandamus and the Judiciary Act of 1789. A writ of mandamus is a court order commanding the recipient to take a specific action on the authority of the issuing court. The Judiciary Act of 1789 was a congressionally passed law that gave the Supreme Court original jurisdiction in cases involving ambassadors and other public ministers, and in cases where the state was a party. The Judiciary Act of 1789 also conveyed to the Supreme Court the power to issue writs of mandamus in certain cases where it was warranted. The facts of the case are quite simple. William Marbury was appointed as Justice of the Peace by President John Adams. However, his commission was not delivered before Adams left office. When Thomas Jefferson became president, he ordered his Secretary of State, James Madison, not to deliver the commission to Marbury. Marbury was upset by this canceled appointment, and he went to the Supreme Court. He filed a suit under the Judiciary Act of 1789, seeking a writ of mandamus to compel James Madison to deliver his commission. In essence, he was asking the Supreme Court to order the president to appoint Marbury. One branch of government ordering another to take a specific action. The Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice John Marshall, held that while Marbury was entitled to his commission, the court did not have the constitutional authority to issue a writ of mandamus. The court found that the provision of Congress's Judiciary Act of 1789 that gave the Supreme Court this power was unconstitutional. This was profound. The Supreme Court declared that it had the power to find congressional laws unconstitutional and thereby invalidate those laws, and that this particular law was unconstitutional, as it conveyed upon the Supreme Court an authority beyond that allowed by the Constitution. This case had a profound impact on the American legal system. It established the principle of judicial review, which gives the Supreme Court the power to declare acts of Congress unconstitutional. This power has been used countless times since the Marbury decision, shaping the laws and policies that govern our lives today. So, the next time someone asks you whether the Supreme Court can declare an act of Congress unconstitutional, just tell them about Marbury versus Madison, the case that forever changed American jurisprudence. If you like what you just saw and want to see more just like it, please hit like or subscribe to let me know.